Hi there, guys. So as a tutor and on Reddit, I hear a lot of people talking about how their GRE test dates have been postponed because of the coronavirus. So I don't want you guys to just completely stop studying until you know when for sure your test date is rescheduled. So here's my little video about 5 ways to deal with an indefinite GRE test date. So when we don't have a target, it's inherently a little bit harder to stay motivated. However, there's plenty you can do. So let's start with vocab. I don't meet too many people who just know all the vocab on the GRE. You can totally continue studying vocab, and a really good place to do that is my complete guide to learning GRE vocab. It is on my website under my study plans, and I will link to it in the comments. But basically just gives you a lot of different ways to learn vocab, as well as gives you a link to my Quizlet, which has GRE vocab cartoons with mnemonics, really easy way to learn words. For math, don't worry, you're probably not going to forget the math formulas that you've learned along the way. It's more about accumulating experience. So the more math questions you do, the better you get. So as long as you're still doing ETS math questions, you're increasing your math ability. So you don't ever want to take a break from doing that if you can. Just keep doing math questions. It's a great place to find them. If you're out of the ones in the official guide, and the quant practice book is the ETS big book, and you can Google that. It's online as a PDF because it's out of print. Tons of math questions in there. More than you do, the better you're going to get in math. For verbal, one thing I would suggest highly, because a lot of people have already kind of burned through all the verbal ETS material. Again, you can use the ETS big book for verbal, but one thing a lot of people don't do, even though I try to get everybody to do this, is to post questions on Reddit. So, Reddit, the GRE forum, if you're watching this video, you're probably already on there. And what I want you to do is post a verbal question you find confusing along with your best explanation of it. This is going to help you in 2 ways. One, by articulating how you think the question works, it'll make you sort of clarify your thinking. And 2, you'll get some feedback from people like me and maybe increase your understanding of the test. The 4th one is diversify. So again, maybe some of you have been really hardcore and you've done all the ETS material that you can kind of do. What about the GMAT? GMAT's a great way to practice too, especially I like it for critical reasoning questions, of which there are an abundance in the the GMAT official books, and for the math, problem-solving questions. So the problem-solving questions are the ones that are normal multiple choice, not the data sufficiency. Just do the problem solving in the GMAT. And you can even diversify into old SAT math questions. Guess who they were written by? ETS. So anything pre-2016, if you can find an official ETS book, note both of these sources have to be official to be any good. Just like we always say, practice with ETS material for the GMAT and the SAT. You got to practice with official material too. And then finally, think about taking some breaks. So if you were about to take the test, or you had your test, coming up in a week or 2, maybe you didn't really give yourself the physical and mental breaks that you needed. Guess what? You probably have more free time these days to take those breaks, and that's going to kind of increase your physical and mental health overall, probably. And that kind of creates the foundation for learning and for test prep success. So now might be a good time to kind of change up your routine and be nice to yourself a little bit more than you were before. So there you have it. Check out my website if you are interested in the vocab complete guide. It's free. It's in all of my study plans. It's linked to in the materials. I'll put it in the comments too. But anyway, hopefully this helps you stay maybe, a little bit more motivated. At least hopefully you have a little more direction and you don't just stop studying.